It's not given. I didn't put arc marks there to say that it's rack. Those are right angles, and right angles are congruent. And then you told me ZX is congruent to ZX by reflexive. Triangle. I'm going to go W, X, Z. You match that correspondence for me. Which angle corresponds to the W?
Y and Z.
Y, Z, X. Okay, what 3 parts did I get? RAS is correct. I've got 2 sides, I've got an angle, and they're in the position angle side side, but that doesn't work for me. It's RAS or HL.
Or AS.
Not ASS. Not going to work. But somebody will write it down every single year. More than one. Just because. -1. Oh, then they even put SSA thinking they're going to fool me. No, it's still the same thing.
What?
So I just write it backwards, SSA. It's still ASS. Doesn't work.
No, it's SSA.
No, it doesn't work.
Do you read a book backwards?
Yeah, you could.
Do you?
Okay, 2 proofs. No, I don't.
I'm going to put a circle around it.
Alright, we need some letters here. Q, R, S, and P. A proof. And we're kind of talking like proofs all the way through this stuff, so the proofs should be getting a little bit better for you. Okay, that's okay. What do we start with?
Given.
Given. So go to the given. I see 2 perpendiculars. They kind of say the same thing, so I'm going to put them on the same line. QR is perpendicular to RS, and QP is perpendicular to PS. That's given. So if I wanted to mark the picture correctly, what would I be putting at P and R? The little box, perpendicular. Okay, let's keep going until we get something congruent. If you were to look up the definition of perpendicular in the back of your book, what would it say? The intersections are 90 degrees. Does it say perpendicular lines make congruent angles? No, it says they make 90-degree angles. So I'm going to say angle P and angle R. You can say are 90 degrees, or you can say are right angles. That's the same thing. That's all from definition of perpendicular. Perpendicular does not say congruent. Perpendicular says they are 90-degree angles. Now that they're right angles, what can I say about them? Now I can say they're congruent. What reason do I know that they are congruent? Definition of right angle says that they're 90 degrees. Rack. It's a theorem that says right angles are congruent. Okay, I'm going to ask you to put a big star here, a couple of stars. If your given starts out with perpendicular, it takes 3 lines to get to the congruent part. You got to start with the perpendicular given, then say you've got right angles by definition of perpendicular, then say they're congruent by rack. Every single time perpendicular is in the given, it takes 3 lines to get to the congruent. So if you have that starred, you can look back. Oh, that perpendicular thing. Oh yeah, it's kind of an extra step in there to say they're right angles first before they're congruent. So it's always the same for perpendicular. Alright, so it took a while. We got our first congruent part. Go back to the given. I've got QR parallel to SP. Given. I'll mark them parallel. What do we usually get congruent because we've got parallel lines? alternate interior angles. So the top and bottom are parallel. Here's my transversal. Which angle at Q is the alternate interior? The top one. And then the bottom one. So I'll put a little 1 and 2 there. So angle 1 is congruent to 2 by reason? AIAC, alternate interior angles congruent. Okay, we got 2 congruent parts. Where's the third congruent part at? You cannot do another angle. Oh, you could do third angles, but that won't help us out.
QS is congruent
Yep.
to itself.
QS to QS. That's reflexive. Okay, sometimes it's helpful to go back and put down, did I get angles or sides? You can look at the picture, but I got a set of angles, I got a set of angles, and I got a set of sides. Okay, don't go on the order that I wrote these in, because it's all in the position that they're at. How many of my postulates have 2 angles and a side?
It's round. No, it's not.
Nope. 2 angles and a side. Which ones are they? I've either got ASA or I've got angle, angle, side. Those are the only 2 that have 2 angles and a side. What position are my cover up? I've got the right angle, that's an angle, I could put a double arc mark there if it helps. I've got this tick mark, and I've got this side. So where is the side in relation? Is it in between, or is it across from? It's across from that one, so which one is it? Angle, angle, side. So, angle, angle, side is why the 2 triangles are congruent. Okay, nice. Okay, this last one, I'm going to squeeze a picture in here. Make it a small one over here. Okay, this one, the statements actually fits in the box here. Are you ready? No? She's almost ready. Are you ready now, Courtney?
Yeah.
Now she's ready. Okay, AB is parallel to ED. AB parallel to ED. So I'm going to mark the parallel there. Parallel. Parallel doesn't mean congruent. It means they run at the same angle. But with parallel, we usually get what kind of angles? Alternate interior. Where are my alternate interior angles going to be at? A and E work. Are B and D alternate interior angles also?
Yes.
Yeah, I can get 2 sets of alternate interior angles if I want. A and E, because I got 2 different transversals. That's why. Let's just stick with 1. Oh, I forgot my given. I'm so excited to get on with this group. Given. Let's go angle A is congruent to angle E. Reason? AIAC. Okay, I'm not going to mark the other one. I'm just going to go with 1, because I know I can get there. Going back to the given, BC is congruent to DC. Given. Mark it in the picture, because it's helpful at the end to know which postulate to pick. Okay, I used up all the given. Where's the third congruent part at? We haven't had this one come up very often. Kind of glad it's here.
Angle 1 and angle 2 or something.
Yeah, where are you going to put the 1 and 2 at?
Oh,
At C. Why are these 2 angles at C congruent? They are vertical angles. That's our VAC theorem. So angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. You can't put a 1 and 2 over here until you've got a 1 and 2 in your picture. So these angles right here, kind of squeezing this stuff in here, are congruent. That was VAC. Vertical angles are congruent. There's my third part, so I'm ready to say the triangles are congruent. ABC, EDC. If I look at my parts, this was an angle, this was a side, and this was an angle. Don't look at the order here, but you know it's got two angles and a side, so it's either ASA or it's AAX. Cover up one of the triangles. Yeah, the side is across from angle A. It's not in between them, it's across from, so it's the AAX. Okay, your assignment is page 265, 11 to 17, 19, 22, 26 to 29, and two of these are complete proofs. Copy the picture, do all that mumbo jumbo. It's 13 and 22 are full proof. That means copy the picture, copy everything down. Full proof. Okay.